Yeah, so if I could guess, it's probably about 5 battles a day over like a 6 to 7 hour stream. So I wonder how many more battles I have. Do I have Zinc in my party? No, he's just following me around at this point currently, right? I want to look at how he does. I can't see myself making any changes really. None of the new characters are like making a strong argument. Like there's no one really in my group who's really fallen behind except obviously Janet, who still continues to be out of the party. So I need to move the stuff off her. I could even sell her stuff. I might keep her stuff for now actually. Ostrich Pendant. Ostrich Pendant is movement speed at the cost of defense, correct? So who could get that? Should I give it to one of my healers? Freya and Karn are both a 5 move. Will I continue to use both of them? I think I will. And then maybe... So there's still Tyrion and Zinc, or anywhere. Like Wizard, I really actually feel like I wish I had a Wizard for the range and the AoE. But Freya already took out Janet. So the question essentially will be, how do I feel with... Do I feel that Karna and Freyja is too much healing? Or is it safe? And who else would I drop? Obviously, there's a fair amount of cookie cutter melee characters. Slade is feeling quite weak. He's 1 level below Kazan. Well, Kazan is Black Ring. Hell, attack damage, but Slade across the board is feeling really weak outside of his movement speed and general mobility. But Muddle has not once worked yet, and his attack damage is low. Whereas this guy is turning into a monster. I do have I have a Power Water left. So I sort of wonder whether Slade is superfluous. Which is a shame because I really love him in the normal game. But as a thief and as a ninja, he's felt pretty weak. Geralt is really starting to have a great output. Peter is really starting to ramp up. I like Luke. I say Luke does more work than Slade does in an average fight and is harder to kill with his high health and agility. So that's kind of what I'm leaning toward. I don't necessarily want to go back and waste time leveling Tyrion. And Chaz, I believe Grey Sky said, if he's still here, is Bolt and Blaze. The downside with that is that Blaze, while more efficient, is lower range. Freeze and Bolt is really the ideal. I already have Fire with Andy, Kazan. I don't have Freeze on anybody, which is an argument, except Neptune, which is sort of an argument. I should sell Screech and Taya's weapons, get some extra money once I need some money. I got 4 new weapons to sell. This is my main method of income here, besides fights, is selling randos items. So to me, it feels like I'm probably gonna do a Wizard for Slade swap. Maybe he ramps up, but his typical levels are like 1 HP, 1 attack, 1 or 2 defense, and 2 agility. That seems to be the way that is trending, generally speaking. Chaz has all 3 offensive spells. And silence? And so what does Tyrion have? So Tyrion, I assume, has Bolt, Freeze, D-Soul, and something, right? And D-Soul counts as one of the offensive spells? Oh my god, do I have to use Chaz? I really don't like using spells that have a chance to do something amazing but can miss completely. Okay, so Chaz has all 3. Okay, then I'm just gonna use Chaz then. Oh my god, I'm breaking my cardinal rule. I do think I'm gonna cut out Slade. His health bar is low. His health and his damage have been low. And Peter's really ramping up. And Slade does not feel like he is. And Geralt, with the running ring particularly, has had incredible uptime. That's kind of where I'm leaning, unless I'm going to drop one of the 2 healers. But the 2 healers feels like outstanding insurance, where I actually, once I have 2 healers, I might actually be able to use some of the utility spells. Because if you have 1 healer, especially even with the pure healers, aka the Cleric / Vikar, they just have to heal every turn. So I think I probably have a sense of what my final party is. I wonder whether Chaz has just drastically worse defensive stats or overall just like stats to him. Also, you don't get Chaz till later. So I'll have a chance to decide. I think Slade now has Dispel, which is probably better utility than Dispel. Silence probably has better utility now than Muddle does. Muddle has never once worked. Okay, so we're in kind of a good spot. And then I'll reevaluate Zinc, but I don't really see where Zinc is going to come in because it seems to me there's no running pimento. There is an ostrich ring. There's an ostrich pendant that lowers defense, and Zinc I think is fairly tanky. But I don't see his role outside of maybe having another frontliner, because Chester, Jaha, and Kiwi are our frontliners, along with Thermos, who's 75% of our frontliner. But generally speaking, I'm very happy with the party currently, and I'm having fun right now, especially starting yesterday. Maybe not Friday, but yesterday was fun. So that's kind of where I'm at as like a broad evaluation. Is I do need more range damage, and I really prefer to have it be elemental, especially because Janet's attack fell off a fucking cliff. She has the same attack as... Look, she has the same attack as Taya. She has the same attack as Taya, which means that she does like 25 damage to flying enemies, but like 8 to tanks. It's garbage. Okay, so I think that's kind of where I'm at, but I guess we're just gonna plow forward. I have lots of money. Do I need any more healing items? I kind of use a couple. Maybe I want a Freya. I have to remember to use that, to spell that right, to spell that properly. Okay, if Chaz has those spells, then that complicates things slightly. Where is the shop? Is it still just downstairs? Is there no shop? Am I crazy? Is it in here? Oh, it's here, right? I'm not really missing the Master Monk. Yeah, I guess I might just be unlucky. I'm not missing the Master Monk. Just mostly, it could have been maybe in the cards if Sarah had worked. But the Master Monk having the limited healing they do was not tempting. Okay, given all the things I just said, I think all of my buff items are on my party in Sarah's care. So, I believe I have a Bright Honey, a Power Water, and a Protect Milk left. Okay, so there seems to be no more upgrades coming until the mithril items, of which there's 7, which is going to complicate who it is. So even looking at that, I already have 2 sword bearers with Luke and Thermos. One, how many? Okay, here's another thing to think about. How many characters actually need weapons? We have 7 mithril. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So if I absolutely have to put melee weapons on the guys who have weapon scaling for their attack, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's technically 5 guys whose attack, if I'm looking at this correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 guys whose attack power is highly dependent on their weapon. And then that means there's 4 people who are... That means... and then there's Kazin, the 2 healers, and the wizard, who it's sort of ancillary whether they get an upgrade or not. It's basically the way I'd probably look at it. And then 3 people who are weaponless, which increasingly gives them an advantage, maybe even advantaging Zinc in terms of people who can still scale well through the game without a Mithril weapon, because there's only 7 Mithril weapons. These are all things to consider. All right, here we go. Do I want to use the buff items now? Maybe I'll just wait till I get to Grands. What is it? Bright Honey? Let me just review this. Protect Milk, Power Water. One Protect Milk, 1 Power Water, and 1 Bright Honey. Her attack's falling behind a little, but it's been a long time since they've got a weapon upgrade, and it will be longer. 1 or 2 enemies also drop Mithril weapons, by the way. They tend to get overlooked in the base game because they're considered trash there, but rebalanced in this mod. And there's also the cursed weapons if you're in the mood for rolling the dice. Yeah. Good call, good call. So I have an ostrich pendant, which I could use on someone. I can't imagine who would really want that, except maybe this guy's. Times previously when I had Sarah, and I put the ostrich pendant on Sarah, a couple of deaths really harms their XP growth over time. I can't think of anyone else really who I would really consider using that on. May already has outstanding movement. Kazin can't lose defense. It seems like there's no one really I want to use it on, unless we actually end up finding Zinc to be very persuasive. Anyway, so for now I'm just gonna move forward. It's Nazca time, so we fight Camila now, right? Damn, here we go. No random battle first. Hello, Grand Seal soldiers. Remember, I promised that I would see you again. Come on, let's party.
Stop, I told you to pull back.
You again, Gesh? Why don't you leave me alone?
Learn your place, Camila. Lord Zeon left me in charge, so you will do as I say.
He's Nameless.
You mean like Zalbar did? I see through your plans. You want to kill us off and take the jewel for yourself.
He's kind of a nightmare, isn't he? He's very Kefka-like. Kefka also, like, teleported around people and made them look foolish.
Geshby, coward, come back and fight.
I have no time for this nonsense. Silly Camila, you can't survive without my brains.
His accent's not quite... His voice is not quite right. It's a little too raspy. And not quite intelligent enough.
Thermus, did you hear that? He said you would defeat me. He must be a bad fortune teller.
Gasper's like a mega caster, if I recall correctly. We can get a ship and return to Grands if we defeat her. His voice... Also, Astral's voice needs to be a little more Gandalf and a little less old man.
Thermus, get her!
Yes, sir. Okay, so this is a complicated level in that there's 15% land effect on those things, 30% land effect on these things. This battle has, oh god, a Dragon Newt with Blaze 3. Fuck. Okay, those guys have Blaze 3, which is gonna make, considering there's 4 of them, this is gonna make Andy's job a living hell, this fight. And I think this is, isn't there right here like a spot? No, this is the spot where you find the eye where you can go into it. But does this, I feel like this battle had like respawns or something. Could be wrong. This guy's a Blast 4 was really annoying. Freeze 3 is annoying. There's no healing, which is a benefit. Except that Aura. And Aura 3 is like not going to change anyone's life, I think, really. Aura 3 is heal 3, which is 40 on everybody, which is really insane. I also find that I don't remember what it was like in the original game, but it feels like there's like, I think this is more so me comparing it to Shining Force 1, where I actually found this to be a legitimate factor. I feel like there's also like basically like no risk of enemy casters ever running out of mana, whereas them busting their whole mana bar was actually like a viable part of how I got through Shining Force 1. So there's one healer. There's almost never a chance that casters in this ever run out of mana. I don't think this is respawns, but we'll see. Anyway, this looks like a fairly straightforward battle. I suspect there would maybe be some guys who are going to appear, and we're just running up the middle. Let's see how it goes. They have a nice arc there. The format's really cool. It's kind of like a sweeping bird. Pretty cool. All right, let's go max distance. Kazan's struggling a little bit. Other people's, like, his AoE damage is terrible, and his single target damage is pretty good, but it's not necessarily keeping up with melee damage. Okay. I expect some guys to show up in this fight. This is yet another fight where I'm basically staying as a blob the whole time, I expect. It's funny how May's effect is good here, but Slade's has been pretty weak. I wonder why. Like, Slade's movement seems pretty compromised here. Does she have 200 health? Isn't each color bar indicative? Yeah, she looks like she's about 200. Or maybe more because it's green. Isn't it yellow and then like red and then green? Does she have 300? I'll have to find out. I wish my chair had a lock on it. I wish my rolly chair had a lock on it so that I could like move forward and like plant my legs without pushing my rolly chair back. That's just, you know, life goes on. He's been rocking the cheer up sandals the entire game. How much further can I go? I can go one more turn of full speed unless there's a respawn, which is going to make my life a living hell. I'm not going to go there because the archer might snipe me. I think about here should be good. I think she has like a ton of health. She also has only physical damage, it looks like. I didn't see a spell. Let me just double check that. I think she's just like I think she's just gonna blast me with super high damage, single target. Okay, we gotta solidify a wall here because those guys are coming our way. Alright, Jaha, hurry it up. I'd love a spell in this game that's like a temporary move speed buff. That'd be so sick. This is the song, this is the battle theme that should have played in the Willard level, I think. Unless there's another weirder one. I haven't seen a lot of reason to use Zeal yet, but I think I should be able to, like, over time learn that it's effective. I think that archer's going to get me next turn. So I have to lead with my tankies. bloop, 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 bloop. I think I actually do want the staff. Whatever the staff is, the wish staff or mystery staff, whatever the one is that increases MP, gives you MP regen per turn, is still ultimately, I think, going to be the one that I'm going to lean toward. Because it probably will like be an effective like 30 to 40 MP over the course of a fight. I really think she has like at least 2 full bars of health here. Slow going so far. Yeah, that's the classic writing desk. Covering in plants. The cat loves sleeping up there, and yeah, that's the writing desk I've had for like 10 years now. It's like half of this room is like the office, and there's also like we don't have it yet. But we're gonna put a couch here for like someone else to sleep here. But this is kind of like the office is actually bigger than the bedroom, and we're only like partially using it currently. But yeah, about half of it has got my stuff in it, and half of it's sort of storage. And did I go with the OG crew for any reason? Thank you, thank you. More plants are coming in here because there's more stuff in like the window, like the Christmas tree and everything. And so how did I choose which party I went with? Yeah, there's 2 bedrooms, and this is the other one. I'll give you a tour sometime. So in terms of who I went with, there hasn't been a real reason to go for any of like the replacement characters, like the guys who are the same class as the other guys, like the second gladiator, or now we're starting to get like I got the sorcerer, I got the second bird battler. All those guys don't really have any sort of reason to put them in. They're like roughly equivalent, but like maybe a little bit worse. And these guys are all been pretty good so far. I took out Sarah because Sarah really fell behind on levels. You get promoted at level 20, obviously. And when everyone else was like 23 to 25 after Creed to get promoted, Sarah was only 18. She really fell behind on experience because she's too squishy. So I took out Sarah for Karna, and I took Karna. In this mod, the Master Monk really gets capped on healing spells. So you basically can't heal. You basically can't use the Master Monk. They're basically not just like the same, just with more attack. They have way less healing spells, like no aura. So I had to take Karna because Sarah needed to get cut because she was so weak. And then I took Freyja now instead of Janet because May is still a really good archer, but Janet's attack has been like really bad. And she had more stats and more levels than Elric. So those have really been the changes. Everyone else is doing quite well. Peter is really starting to ramp up now. He was weak for a while. Slade, I'm probably going to cut for a wizard. But yeah, Janet's attack growth was very weak. And May is still very useful because her range is so crazy. I know, I love them. But in this mod, they have higher crit and very good damage against flying units, but their base attack is pretty low. So if they're hitting like basically like tanky melee units, it's really low. They're doing like 7. Everyone else is doing well. Jaha and Chester, like the basic... I made him a Pegasus Knight. And I made Jaha the Berserker, which is basically like the normal promotion, the Gladiator. They're so good, it's unbelievable. Like I think they're actually like overpowered, to be honest. Kazin's the Sorcerer with the summons. The summons now actually have elements. So Tao is wind, so it's better against flying units. Apollo is obviously flame, so it's like universally pretty good. And Neptune is ice / water. But generally speaking, everyone who I initially got has been pretty strong. Sarah had to get cut. And these guys have all been really good. Luke is unreal. Luke does so much damage. And Screech is fine. But if you look at Screech versus Luke, they're roughly equivalent. Just Luke is a little bit stronger in the stats I prefer, like attack and agility. I always use the archers in this mod because I'm they're really useful. As enemies survive so long, you basically can't count on killing someone even if you have a full surround and you need ranged units. It's totally true. The good thing about the ranged units were, because in this mod you get the 3 range arrows much sooner than a Shining Force 2 basic. So they got a ton of uptime. So they're very, very consistently hitting. So they've been really useful. But, Janet was just tickling, I think, honestly. So double heal has felt more useful with Freyja, because if you have a single healer, even if it's like a cleric, yeah, he did. The birds are, even he says in like the PDF this guy wrote, Grace Guys wrote as like an introduction to it, the birds are higher crit and higher attack because they were pretty bad. And Luke has been so useful. That's the same reason that Chester has been so useful, because Chester is the highest health of anyone in the group, and he has like the dodge benefit of being flying. So his defenses are not crazy, but he still has been like an outstanding frontliner because of like the base health and the dodge. So overall, this has been, there hasn't been that many new characters who have been like, hey, you should use them instead of a new one. I'm about to get Zinc. Maybe I'll use Zinc, but I can't really imagine who Zinc is going to be better than. Kiwi and Peter are really getting the best levels of anybody once we get into the late game. And Slade has been like... And Slade is actually falling behind. Like, the Thief Slade had very low attack, and it was very hard to keep him leveled up. And Slade as a ninja has outstanding mobility. But his attack and his health have been really weak. He's at 51 health and 71 attack, which is lower than, like, almost anybody. So Slade is, like... Yeah. So the other thing is that there's no running Pimento in this game. So... Oh, I'm on the wrong screen, right. So there's no running Pimento in this game. So the only... you have a running ring, so that's plus 1 movement, which I put onto Geralt, because Geralt's the highest attack character in the game. I'm hoping Slade starts to get good levels, but his levels have been like 1 HP, 1 attack, 1 or 2 defense, and 2 agility, which tends to be the standard level that him and like Luke get, but he just is, it's not quite working. So, yeah, that's the way it went. May was like the absolute MVP of the early game. Thermos is really strong. Thermos is the highest attack of anybody, even though I gave him 1 power water. So that's the reason that he's 4 above everyone else. But still, generally speaking, outside of Kiwi, who also got a power water. Yeah. So the replacement for the running Pimento is a ring called the Ostrich Pendant, which gives +1 move but -5 defense. So that I was using on Janet to give her extra range as a sniper. But now that I've taken out Janet, because her attack is 63, when everyone else is like mid to high 70s, the only way to buff move in this game now is the running ring and the Ostrich Pendant, which loses you 5 defense. And losing 5 defense is not nothing. Anyway, so this is generally how it's gone. So basically, yeah, some of the later characters have not really had a strong argument to replace people who were the same class who you already had. They weren't really better in any way. So yeah, here we are. Going the Trevor style of double bird battler and triple archer would have been kind of fun for sure. And then, because we do have a lot of melee characters. What do you think of the really big flaws in Dark Souls 1? I'm curious what you think. Generally speaking, one thing that's very similar in this mod to vanilla SF2 is like we're getting crazy damage inflation. Like people hit so hard, especially on your squishy members. But there's something you really do about that, I guess. I don't know. It's something I'm thinking about a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna be a little cheeky here and give my plus attack to Geralt to go mess somebody up. Yeah, the Blitzkrieg party sounds really fun for sure. Attack boosted by 31. Whoa, that's crazy. But I do like the stability of double healer right now, honestly. Just because with one healer, they never stop having to heal. If I go here, you might get hit by the... I'm going to try to keep him away from the Cerberus. But yeah, when I just had Karna or just had Sarah, she had to heal every single turn. You can never really have like a lot of background. Now I have one healer with really strong heal spells and one healer with really strong aura spells. And then one buffs agility and defense, and the other one buffs attack power. DS1 is one of my favorite games of all times, but there's so many boss fights which are a mess. Starts with the Moonlight Butterfly, Ceaseless Discharge, Beta Chaos. Yeah, Beta Chaos is like famously buggy for sure. And the Moonlight Butterfly is a cheese fight. It went well for me using the Dragon Tooth. I don't even remember what Ceaseless Discharge is. The thing, I've talked about this before, but the biggest difference I noticed between DS1 and DS3 is DS1 is more about like exploration and traversal, and the challenges come from like lasting through a long area, whereas DS3 feels more like a boss gauntlet to some degree. I like Dark Souls 1 a lot. The thing with jumps into the lava, right? That's like a centipede, right? I love Souls games, so I start with DS3 and just haven't been able to get through DS1 and 2, yeah. DS2 is not worth playing, I don't think. It's like, DS2 is like, apparently Miyazaki went off DS2 to start working on Sekiro. Or sorry, Bloodborne, I guess, or whatever it was. Like he stopped, like he didn't work as much in DS2. DS2 has the most annoying, cheesy, disgusting moments of all the games by far. So it's just like, okay, fuck you, basically. Apollo should kill this guy. No, the thing where you get the Ring Wraith style armor after killing Quelaag and going further down. Oh, yeah, Bloodborne would make sense after DS2. Yeah, right, that makes sense. Yeah. I have no complaints there. Bloodborne's amazing. But so now I think I will probably drop Slade for a wizard, because I would really like the higher range the wizard spells have, compared to the summoner, the sorcerer, where every spell is just 2 range, it seems like. It's great damage, but it's not always great damage. Where are you going? Where are you going to go? Who are you going to hit? Melee monsters love hitting Jaha and Chester, which I'm very happy with. Jaha is crazy powerful. That's one of the biggest things I've noticed about this is how unbelievably good Jaha is a frontliner. Unpopular opinion, I really didn't like Elden Ring because I felt the exploration part is so boring compared to DS1. I don't think you're wrong, honestly. There can be like there's a real slowness to how much room there is. There's amazing combat and there's so many like amazing things, but I see what you mean. It is, especially because there's like a million catacombs, a million towers. It does get a little repetitive after time. But I guess with Elden Ring, like, you probably want to play the game. You don't want to do like a full 100% playthrough every time you play it. You kind of like, in subsequent playthroughs, you can sort of like go through the parts you want to go through. That's pretty cool. And the bosses are so challenging. One nice thing about having 2 snipers / archers is how they basically never miss versus flying units because they're like specialized against them. Whereas a lot of your melee characters can miss attacks on the flying units, which is pretty rough. I've been silenced, that's fine. Okay, so Geralt's damage is going to be crazy here because I buffed him with Zeal. Boom, 52. That's my new record right there. My former record was a 44 crit. Crazy. That Zeal spell is insane. I felt the world of Elden Ring is super beautiful but boring. I felt that was especially the case with the DLC. The DLC had way less stuff in it per square mile. The boss fights are like incredible though, and the creature design is like I think the best in like video game history. I swear to God. Elden Ring creature design and like Elden Ring boss fights are like just so extraordinary. Rawr. Oh, that's a shame. So this guy's dodged 2 attacks in a row now, which I don't appreciate. Rawr. Oh, 3 in a row. I'm Kiwi's biggest fan. These guys have Blaze 3. I have to watch out here. But he ran right into my trap, so I should be able to rush this guy down. I find that's the issue with a lot of open world games. Big, beautiful space with nothing to do, yeah. Especially really thorough playthroughs get so brutal. In the next version you're playing, Zeal is still quite OP. In the version you're playing, Zeal is quite OP. In the next release, it'll be a flat plus 15 instead of based on attack. Just plus 15 damage, not plus 15 attack. Interesting. Is that just always worse, or is that worse? Ah, whatever. That's interesting how that goes. Have you tested it? This new Elden Ring game seems to be ambitious. So from what I've read about it, what it is 3-player co-op, and there's a 3-day cycle, and that's one playthrough. And then, so the map reduces, and then at nighttime there's a boss fight. And then it restarts, and then at the end of the 3rd day, there's like a final boss fight. And if you go through all 3 days and fight the 3 nighttime bosses, you like complete the run. That's all I know about it. And there's like 8 pre-made classes, as opposed to like you can make any build. That's what I've read about it so far. Move May a little closer. And I really wonder what like true games their like top end staff are making. Like whether it'll be a sequel or whether they're doing some new IPs. Okay, we gotta rush this guy down. Because I cannot let him hit Kiwi with a Blaze 3, because that'll do almost his entire health bar. Yeah, Peter's really starting to get good around level 12. Before that, Peter was actually like one of the weaker characters. Then he started getting like +3 attack. No, +3 health, +2 attack, +2 defense, +1 agility for like 3 straight levels or something. Unreal. So good. So who got hit? Chester? Anyone else? Hero got hit. Give him a heal 2. Miyazaki's cooking something. I don't think he's working much in the Yara stand-up. No, I don't think so. I think they're like, especially you can kind of tell with all the reused assets in the Elden Ring Night Rain game. I think they're probably like having like their backup staff make a game that's like more for more Elden Ring fans. In this mod is an original game. Attack spell super powerful when cast on guys who don't use weapons as they have higher base attack. So the next release of the mod will have flat +15, which is still good. The buff's not as crazy as the original thing. That makes sense. So like Zeal. So Zeal is especially good on Geralt, Andy, and Peter, eh? Okay, good to know. I'll continue to use it on them. I feel extra cozy now with the 2 healers. It allows me to have room to use the stat buff spells. And maybe even blast sometimes. Probably not, but maybe sometimes. What's the range on that golem? Will he be able to reach Luke from here? Or move? No. He should be able to take 2 turns to move him. So these guys are very high attack, very low or relatively low defense, I think. Nice dodge. But yeah, but Luke has felt really useful. He really is like what a Birdman should be, which is like a ranged assassin who you sweep in there. The Nameless King thing was like the moment where I was like, what is this trailer? But I don't know. That was the toughest boss in Dark Souls 3, for me at least. Like by a fair margin. Okay, use Dao, because this is the... This will do increased damage, so it's more efficient. So hard. Attack by 1, defense by 2, agility by 1. So when I played Dark Souls 3, I played like a longsword, I played like a single-handed sword and a shield. Dark Eater Madeira. I remember that one being kind of hard. Nameless King, the problem was in the final phase, he always has these attacks that have like ground lightning afterwards, and I just could not stop taking damage from the ground lightning. So I basically had to like change to a lightning defense shield and basically just tank more of his like ground and pound shots. And once I did that, then I got through it. But sick fight though. My other main problem with Nameless King was like camera control, like when he's flying over you and like flying past you and like actually trying to get hits on him when he's on top of the dragon. Felt really hard sometimes. It was like the Divine Beast in Elden Ring DLC. Like, just the camera is your biggest enemy.
Rawr.
Geralt doing 41 damage with his attacks. I think he's probably going to lose his Zeal buff now. HP by 2, attack by 2, defense by 2, agility by 2. That is a really good level. Those are the levels the guys with no weapons get. They get 2 attack per turn. And usually guys who have normal weapons get 1 attack per turn. Slade might get a kill here. Nice, got a boy. Which one was Midir? When King is on the dragon, I just stop using target. Yeah. I remember you said that. I think that's actually probably a good idea. I was having trouble with it, though. I basically used, like, short swords and shields the entire game. Yeah. Dark Eater Midir. That's the dragon in the cave. The hardest thing with him was the, when he, like, learning when he's about to do the charge attack across the entire thing that, like, basically one-shots you. Once you predict when he's going to start doing, like, the charge, then it became more possible. And then the fight that you thought was gonna be easier, which was really hard for me, was the final boss. What's it called? Like the flame. The guy who is like the guy who has the weapon from the bonfire, like the final boss of the main game. That guy was really hard for me. Yeah, I know what you mean. Whereas Slave Knight Gael in the DLC, I could tank him pretty easily because he's just mobile. Oh, you did him after the DLC? Yeah, that probably makes sense. That guy was hard, man. He's so many spells. Basically, I had to get a little bit of luck, and he had to go like caster mode more often. The more often he went like sorcerer mode, the better chance I had. He's a hard boss. He did so much damage. All this like flame damage, I guess that went through my heavy armor. Okay, so next is 2 Mudmen. Stay put till our front line catches up. I'm trying to be a little bit better on incremental movement. You got 3 full turns there of the plus attack boost. Whoa, he's charging. A little worried about Peter here. Peter has a range spell in this. He has like a 3 to 4 mana, like little snipey spell for like when he doesn't have enough range to hit somebody. It does like 15. It's not bad. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Probably 35 plus. 38. I'm gonna give Peter Zeal this time. Spread the love a little bit. Okay, I gotta tuck. They hate Chester. He might get to, if he gets too nice dodge. I love that. The golems have a chance to stun on hit, and so does Kiwi, which is great. Okay, so I think we want to kill this guy first. You have to also watch out. I can't get hit. If I go, here's the thing. If I go over here, this guy's range is 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to go here so he doesn't get hit by Blaze 3. I'm really careful with this guy because he takes extra. I wish I could do voice to text on Twitch. It would save time, wouldn't it? Okay, the flame belch has been really bad. The whole time. It's like a disappointment every single time, except for the fact that it's guaranteed damage. That's the only benefit of it. The alternative is, you know, just to respond with emojis. Sort of like, you know, modern hieroglyphs. I think I might get hit by the Dragon Newt here. If he goes to full range spell, that's rough. I think this guy's weak to fire. I think Twitch is like a 5-second delay or 15-second delay. Just like built into it naturally. Could be wrong. I think it's like the basic delay that you can't do anything about. And then on YouTube, you can set it. I think I can kill this guy here. Arr. Oh no. Oh, he's not buffed anymore, right? I forgot about that. Okay, May should be able to finish that guy off. Slade's about to get punched to death here. I'm worried about that. Yeah, it's just the damage doesn't scale. It's doing like 12. I would say like 1 in... What do you think you're going to change it to? 1 in 6? Okay, this is good. Blaze 3 only on Luke, who has a relatively high health pool. Luke is like the 4th highest health pool or something, basically. Pretty great. Jaha is the perfect combination of like tanky. Am I still silenced? Yeah. Can't do anything here. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal Luke with the Angel Ring. No. yeah. I forgot about that when I subscribed you to Jake Pitts, who I've never heard of in my life, and have still to this day have no idea who that is. The Fire Breath is supposed to level up in the background with the player noticing, but for some reason this doesn't work. Can you just remove it altogether? I know it's supposed to go like I read from a lot of like the SF2 mods that it kind of goes up incrementally, like 4 damage every few levels or something, which should be fine. If as long as it's doing like 25 or something by late game, I guess that's fine, right? Even when it hits someone who's weak to it, it doesn't even do 20. Okay, so for now, just club down the guys who are already here. No one's taking damage, so I'm going to buff his... I feel like I'm wasting too much money. I feel like I'm wasting too much mana on this Zeal spell, but it's too fun. I'm sure someone has figured out the fix for the Fire Breath. Some brainiac. Okay, this is overkill. So this guy's the next tankiest. So Peter with Zeal. I'm going to smash him here. Oh my god. 72 crit. We're breaking records every game. Okay, I'm really glad that guy didn't go kill Kaz in there. Chester, you magnificent bastard. Uh-oh. This is not good. This is going to do at least 40. 41. Okay. Poor Slade. He's like a... Slade is like a ripped teenager in a man's game. Okay, I'm gonna get this Andy kill. Now let's do this one. No, this guy's gonna fight soon. No, he's not. Kill this guy. Yeah. Do you mean the Shining Force Central forum, or do you mean like one of the other mod hacking ones? God. 8? What a waste. What a waste. Say full heal Slade. I just lost Andy a level there. Andy could have got a kill there, which would have been nice. Okay. I would hate to lose Slade, but if Chaz has fire and blaze and freeze, fire, if Chaz has blaze, freeze, and bolt with silence, that's an unbelievably useful character. Okay, I agree to that hard. So I'm a little bit of trouble here. I missed a couple attacks that I needed to hit. So take this guy out. Yeah. Alright, Slade, sneak in there. 7 damage. Buddy. Please. Alright, Geralt, one-shot someone. Okay, so I gotta get some range kill. I gotta get some range spells to take these guys out. We're kind of surrounding these guys with the wrong guys. I'm not happy with this. The Pegasus Knight is coming. Okay, Chester. Do this guy. Chester's level is so high that I have to sometimes kind of consider whether I should give him more XP than he's getting. Okay, he went for Andy, which is great. 6. 12. I don't know why I'm just ignoring the Mudman. I'm being stupid here. Yeah, so Thermus right now is my highest attack, and he probably will go back to have my highest attack when we get his, like, when we get him a good late game weapon, but I suspect Geralt and Peter and them will pass him soon. Maybe even Kiwi. Okay, so I've spread around my damage too much. So I have to get some kills here. HP by 2, attack by 1, defense by 1, agility by 1. Good level for Mei, who has a very good HP pool. Okay, we got to get this guy out here. And it's because we're a little bit behind on damage. These guys are so tanky. Don't stun him, please. He is stunned. Fuck, that's bad. I don't think you can cure stun. Only sleep and poison and curse. If I do Aura 2 on Kiwi, I should be able to hit everyone I want to hit here, right? I'm missing Jaha. So, is there a way I can do it on myself if I go here? No, that I'm missing Luke. I have to choose. Jaha's tanky, it's fine. So I'm going to go here. I can actually back up a square. So I'll use Aura 2 here. That's the best I can do. It's not bad. Healed 2 people. Okay, we're in a little bit of trouble here. Peter's high attacks. Let's see it. Oh my god, 58. Peter, coming into your own. If there's ever going to be a unit which is like a late game scaling unit, Peter should be it. So I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Okay, here's another 41 damage hit to Slade. 42 this time. Nice. Okay. Please don't miss this. Okay, good. Attaboy. HP by 1, attack by 2, defense by 3. Good level for him. I think he is almost question mark defense now. He'll Slade again. I think my dad and I are going to do a road trip to Nashville to see the Leafs. No, I heard Nashville is like one of like the most fun cities to visit in the States. When are you going? Do you know? That's gonna be a great road trip. That's like a beautiful part of the country too to drive to. Let me see. Hold on. Can you possibly go through the Smoky Mountains? Map of America. Where is Nashville? Nashville's here. Smokies are over here. You could conceivably do it. If you go down through New York, you might be able to do the Blue Ridge Mountains through the Smoky Mountains to Nashville, because I know the Smoky Mountains are in Tennessee. Yeah, honestly, I think like New York, somewhere along the Eastway, go through Pennsylvania, and then do the Virginia and the Carolinas and stuff like that, then go west. That's kind of the way we did before. When we did it, we did through New York, down through like Pennsylvania and all this stuff, through Virginia, and then all the way down to Georgia down here. But if you like went west after the Blue Ridge Mountains and then through the Smokies to Nashville, that'd be a beautiful drive. Appalachians, excellent choice, I think, as well. That sounds like a great trip. You can do that in like, are you gonna do it in like 4 days, or gonna take longer? What do you think? I find like it's only 10 hours the whole thing, right? Wow. Okay. To me, it feels like 6 hours a day is like the sweet spot for enjoying your life without it being like exhausting. Less than that feels like a half day, and like 8+ feels tiring. Okay, how are we doing here? There's a one single guy over here who's sort of stranded. And then there's these two guys. And then we'll see what the wrinkle is in this fight. 2 5-hour drives. Yeah, that's perfect. If it is truly only 10 hours, depending on your route, 2 5s. There you go. I kind of feel the same way. Like, it's kind of like when you're doing something sweaty, like a hike or something like that. I always love the water at the end more than like constantly sipping the way through. Same idea. Okay, even his javelin still is 21. Chester is such a monster. It's crazy. That sounds so fun. You're gonna see so much beautiful countryside. Great call. I can't reach anyone with May. I put her too far back before. Okay, this guy's just hitting Luke. I might lose Luke if that Cerberus comes my way. And you get someone in the way. Okay, that guy's not going to reach him for sure. Like, getting, like, yeah, powering through and then having that, like, incredible, like, rehydrate at the end. Man, that's so satisfying. I love that. One thing I'm wondering with my gym is why they have two, I guess leg press are really popular, right? I was kind of wondering today why they had 2 leg press machines right beside each other. Okay, does anyone else need healing? But I'm feeling good. I'm starting to ramp up. Starting January, I'll do another 3-month program. But for now, it's just like, the first couple of weeks, I just did full body twice a week. Now I'm going to do 2 upper body and 2 lower body this week. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then next week I'm gone. And then a week after that I'll kind of ramp up and do be kind of like chill a little bit. We're getting into it. Okay, I don't like how much health. How much is he missing? He can wait till Karna does it. I don't think Karna can reach him, so I'm just gonna do heal 2 now. That 35k hike I did, I only stopped at 20k for a quick Gatorade and an Advil. Okay, 2 guys need healing here, so I'm gonna heal the hero. It's more so like when you first, especially when you're doing things like squats and like the big leg stuff, you don't want to get right into hard stuff the first week or two because you just won't be able to eat. Basically, it's kind of taking like basically like a month of like casual before starting the program is so much more fun that way. No, I'm going to Kaladin to spend 3 nights with Andrea's parents for Christmas. I didn't feel like going to PEI this year. It's too much trouble for late December. Last year I went for 6 nights, and I don't know. It's just not like, it's too far between my mom and my dad's place. It's fine. It's just kind of a pain. So maybe next year I'll do it, or maybe next year they'll come here. Truthfully, I just want to like enjoy my Christmas in my new house. And then, so I get like I'm getting a little bit of a split. I'll get some time here, and then some time with Andrea's family, so I'm not spending Christmas alone, because she still needs to go to see her family over Christmas, because her grandma is like 92. So when your grandma is 92 and recently a widow and has like a random sort of like somewhat mild blood cancer, you have to see her every holiday you can, because you never know when the clock stops ticking. Even though she's like one of those like old earth Italian women who will live forever. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. So I get some time at home to enjoy my Christmas with my fireplace and my music and my Last Christmas by Wham and Feed the World by the 80s supergroup, and some time with people's family, because you got to do it. Me too. Last Christmas is like just such a banger. What do you think of like the top 3 pop rock Christmas songs? Last Christmas, Mariah Carey. Those are strong contenders, right? George Michael is such a beast. I was at Bulk Barn a couple of days ago, and they played like Feed the World like charity song from the 80s, and you're listening to it and you listen to Boy George and George Michael just pop off vocally on the track, and Bono. All 3 of those guys are so incredible. Like Boy George like carries that. George Michael sounds amazing. Bono sounds amazing. Simon Le Bon, those guys are good too. But those 3 guys, like young Bono, young Boy George, young George Michael, man, they kill it. They're so good. I love the video where it's like Simon Le Bon and Sting and Bono in one booth singing. And then when Bono comes in to sing third, you see the guy from Duran Duran and you see the guy and you see Sting look at each other like, man, this kid is unreal. So good. Okay, I'm gonna run out of mana by the time we get to fucking Camila. I have to use a fairy tear on Kazan. Exactly, that's the thing that really trips me out. Is like the 90s were such like a, dude, the 80s were so cheesy. Like what a cheesy decade, that's so embarrassing. And then you like revisit as an adult, you wait a minute, the 80s ruled. Like they actually were so good. One thing the 80s did really well is had artists like Prince and Michael Jackson who made like black music, but they made black music for everybody. Like Prince is like such a king for that. Unreal. Things kind of segmented a little bit more later. Has there been a great original Christmas song since Mariah? Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, like, good like indie kind of shoegaze music, but ultimately like like the 80s were so sick. It's such an ambitious decade. Makes me kind of wonder whether like ambition in music relates to like strength of economy in the American system. Has there been a great original Christmas song since Mariah? I can't think of any, but I don't have like, I can't think of all of them at once, but I can't think of any. Is this guy casting Blast on us? Oh, he's Freeze 3. That's fine. Geralt's actually resistant to Freeze because of his fur, but he takes extra damage from fire also because of his fur. What did that guy just do? That was weird. All right, everybody. All in. Let's go. see what you're saying more for Wham than Duran Duran. Okay, what do I do with my last bit of mana here? I have 9. I have 1 heal 1. I have 1 heal 2 and 1 heal. I have 3 heal 1s. Probably the best way to do this. I went a little overboard with 3 Zeals this time, I'm gonna be honest. One of the most, in like music enthusiast circles, one of the best parts of the band The Police is apparently, I think the drummer's name was Stuart Townsend. Apparently he's like one of the most influential drummers of like the last 50 years. He's up there with like the guy from Led Zeppelin, who apparently also is like John Bonham, I think his name was. John Bonham, is that his name? Where like, despite not necessarily being known as like the best, most famous musicians of their group, they were like some of the best and most influential like drummers ever. John Bonsai Bonham. I had a friend named Conrad who was like, you know Conrad. Conrad was like a god in music. He knew everything about it. And he's like, it's kind of like low key. Like most people kind of consider like Robert Plant to be like the most famous and like most popular or like most successful, whatever, like the greatest musician on Led Zeppelin. But he's like, if you actually really pay attention to it, John Bonham was like the linchpin of the band. I don't know enough about Led Zeppelin to say myself, but I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I mean, Robert Plant still ruled, but just I think he's basically saying that John Bonham got like underrated a little bit as just like the perfect arena rock drummer. He did. He knew more about music than anybody. I learned so much from Conrad about me, like indie music and like a lot of stuff. That guy's such a beast, man. I spoke to him recently, but he moved to Prague like 10 years ago. I just never hear from him anymore. And when I do, it's like not the same as it was. I don't know. Our like intimacy didn't survive him moving to Europe, shockingly. I guess that happens. But we had a good time. Like one of my like closest friends in my 20s. Okay, so I'm running out of mana. I have to heal my mana if I can do anything else, but for now I'm just going to smack this guy. Maybe I can drain mana again. I don't think so. He has none. But the sorcerers do more melee damage than this. They're a little bit tankier as a melee unit. Okay, kill this guy first. Use the Chrome Lance, just so I don't forget about it. Kanye gave a name for the type of rock that I really like. What was it? Franz Ferdinand Krunk Rock? Who else counts besides Franz Ferdinand for Franz Ferdinand Krunk Rock? HP by 2, attack by 1, defense by 2, agility by 1. Good level for Chester. I'm going to be greedy and see if someone else can get that level. I'm going to pull the hero back a little bit because I don't want him to get 2-shot. I'm going to try to get Andy this level. Maybe Slade. We're going to lose one of my healers this way. Uh-oh. So she does have a melee spell. Iron Ball. Iron Ball does 13 damage. She does Blaze. Is that Blaze 2? Okay, Camille is in the mix now. He's using Blaze 3 on Peter, which is the best possible scenario. Okay, so we're now just in the brawl. We're in the late battle mega melee. Saint Motel, I don't actually know who that is. I will look into it. Okay, so we're now in the melee. So what's our focus here? That guy hit him. I'm still going to leave that for Andy. And then I think we got to kill these guys. Until I see a real circumstance where I absolutely have to turn on the boss, I'm going to try to kill the Dragon Newts. This might be a mistake. I should maybe just go for the boss. We'll see how it goes. Oh, she has fast turns. This is a kill. Guaranteed, this is a kill. Heavy attack, 55. Okay, so maybe I changed my tact here. Okay, I'm going to pull back and use Fairy Tear. Have you played any of the non-strategic Shiny series games? No. I played Shining in the Darkness on Genesis, but I don't like first-person... I don't like first-person dungeon crawlers. It's such like an old-fashioned game style. So no, only that one. Same hotel. Okay, thank you. Check that out. Okay, so now I think we have to turn on Camilla. But I would love to get some of these guys out of my face. I think we're in big trouble here. Okay, finish him off with Andy. Please don't use Belch. Thank you. Thank you. HP by 2, attack by 2, defense by 2. Great level for my boy there. Okay, so. How much healing does my hero need currently? He needs to heal 2. She'll take me to 78, then he'll heal passively with his Angel Ring up. Nick, I know there's like a ton of those games like Shining Wisdom and all those things. I've just never personally played them. Okay, so. What do I do here? I think I just rush Camilla. Because this guy's full health. I can try to hit this guy a little bit to keep him off me. But I'm not really worried about Blast. I'm not really worried about Aura 3, but I am worried about Blast 4. 22 is not great. I don't really know how to change my... Oof, that hurts. I'm not really sure how to distribute my damage here. I'll kill one of these guys. I think I'm making a mistake. I think I should just go for Camilla. Did I not use my Fairy Tear? Shit. She's a lot of health. Did you know that the lead singer of Franz Ferdinand also had like a side gig as a restaurant reviewer? He like kept copious notes of his world travels, and like he would like sell his articles to like really actually like quite reputable publications. Okay, so I think this guy's at 200 health. So we're probably like 165 currently. She's gonna just blast everybody. Okay, Luke dies here. No, he didn't. Luke! Okay, so now Luke dies. Okay, so putting Luke on the other guy was a mistake. I'm now officially worried. I can't. I would love to do I'd love to do a bolt. I'd love to do a bolt on these 3 guys, but I might get 2-shot afterwards. May can survive this. Oh my god, 66 with a heavy. These guys seem to have a higher rate of heavy. Okay, well, I guess we're going to pull back here. We can kill this guy. Yeah. Okay, now the complication is the archer is coming, and there's 1 Dragonute. But Camilla is just going to rampage my whole team. Who do I heal? I'm not going to heal May. Do I use Zeal on Peter? I'm going to use Zeal on Peter, not Geralt. If I use If I use Zeal on Geralt, I'm in the way of getting one tapped. And I still would like to get one more heal on my guy here. I think I've got an Aura 2 in my front pocket. Look at that, 32 attack. It's so cool too because like your job allows you to run around the world. Okay, I love, she can use this all she wants. And so it's so smart to like take that opportunity to review amazing, you know, Michelin star restaurants. What? There goes a big blast spell. No, he's just going to attack Cheshire. Okay, good. So, how does my damage share go between the Shaman and Camilla? I think I just smashed Camilla. Oh, great. How much is that going to do? 9? Sick. This is the most efficient heal for my last bit of mana. I could have maybe used boost on someone. I think this is a little better. Saves them from being one shot. Okay, so. Okay, now we toast Camilla with our best spell. Wait, no. I gotta do one Apollo so I can do a Dow as well. I saw FF about 7 years ago or so at the government at one of those spots. They killed it? I bet they did. Franz Ferdinand rules. Arctic Monkeys and like Franz Ferdinand were like that great like late 2000s sound, like after the White Stripes and the Strokes. Okay, so I can't reach the other guys, so I'm trying to take out the Shaman. I'm just gonna ignore the Dragon Newt and take down Camilla. Geralt is such a beast right now, and Peter has high attack too. I just hope Peter can get someone. This is not good that she's hitting him. Okay, she's not going to two-shot him unless she gets a heavy attack. I got to get a heal on Thermos. Do I try to kill this guy? I think I do. Give me a second attack. Come on, Chester. No. Okay, I got to back him off. I just heal myself. This should hit me to. This should take me to 79, and then I'll heal myself to 83 after this with the Angel Ring. Okay, Peter, finish off the Shaman. This is the smartest move overall for hitting everyone with a blast spell, and then also not being able to heal Camilla. Okay, so we're good now. I'm going to ignore. Oh, I got a Wish Staff. Nice. I don't know what that does, but hopefully it restores mana every turn, and then I'll give that to Karna. Okay, this is fine. Now we just rush Camilla and ignore the other two, because I don't think she can heal, but she is very strong. Shows like 110 health, basically. Okay, that's fine. Just do this all day. I love it. She's weird. This is like a weird motivation compared to like most characters who have a ranged and melee spell. She's a little bit over-indexing into the Iron Ball. Small venue, not a capacity or anything, so it was kind of sad. Wrote that down before it failed to send. I remember government was the same building as Cool House, wasn't it? This might kill Chester, which would not be great. Please survive this. Yes, good. Whenever I saw a show at Cool House, I really enjoyed it. Okay, so she's got 81 left. Oh, she got stunned. Wow. Interesting. Should I take this opportunity to kill more people? No, I think I'm just going to try to take the advantage and just finish the battle. I don't want to greed this. 6 or 7 people can get pretty low once that like if that lizard man and that sniper start like two-shotting people. Unfortunately, I can't hit anybody here. So putting Karna there was, I kind of baited myself a bit. This is kind of worthless damage. 40 means he still might get one shot by the lizard man. This is risky. Yeah, Cool House, spelled the first way you spelled it, Koolhaus, was like the smaller venue on the other side of government, I think. Government was like the massive mega club. Thermoscan level 16, HP by 2, attack by 1, defense by 2, agility by 2. Okay, if you want to hit Jaha, just go right ahead. I wonder how long Camille's stun's gonna last for. Not long. Okay. Focus on Camilla some more. I can probably still kill the Dragon Newt here for some extra XP. I just gotta make sure Thermos doesn't get two-shot. I don't want to greed this. I will in fact greed this. I will in fact greed this. This is probably a mistake. Oh my god, Peter! 54 crit. Okay, that was actually good. HP by 2, MP by 1, attack by 2, defense by 2, agility by 1. What a level. This guy is really getting strong. Don't shoot Thermos. Shoot Kazan, that's fine. Kazan can't do any more damage. Okay, he's getting tankier too. I feel like the old archers had more... I feel like the old archers had a higher chance of 2 hits than the new archers do. I guess that's just anecdotal. Yeah, so Chester's attack only goes up by 17. Whereas the old guys were, well, whereas the other guys were 34. Get a little extra XP here. Smack him for 1, get 1 XP. Yeah. Smack this guy for 1. Actually, he's probably gonna hit him for like 10. 16. Kazan, what a monster. Okay, this is where I greed out for the final kill. I think Chester might be able to kill this guy here. Yeah. Critical hit, just on time. That's 2 crits that were really, really, really clutch. I love that. Okay, Camila, don't kill Thermos. That's fine. Okay, this battle so far, which seems to be done, went very well. Largely speaking, because Camila used Iron Ball for the Blaze 3 spell too often, in my opinion. Okay. There we go. Nice. Great battle. We cleared the whole board. Love that. I can't believe I lost to you. Camila reveals a Sky Orb. This is the Sky Orb. Take it. With it you can fly the Nazca ship. Listen, I want you to kill Gesh for me. He has prism flowers. He will... Your life is over, Camila. Just like Dark Soul in the previous game. Whenever you see a little bit of sentimental sympathy for the other, like, mini bosses on the bad side, they get eradicated from range with fire spells.
Balbazak, how dare you betray me? Bleh.
Haha, you acted just as I planned. I'll kill. How horrible. It's the law. Traitors die by fire. That is a badass line. I thought about removing the skill from the Iron Ball, but that means she can only smack, which is kind of boring. Well, in my experience here, she used the Iron Ball too often, whereas her single target damage is the highest in the game so far. There you go. Consider it screenshotted. But yeah, she just used the Iron Ball a bit too often to be as maximum scary as she needed to be. Or it just doesn't do enough damage. Just like 16 per person? Is that Blaze 3? Congratulations, you have a ship now. Come to Grands. I have to go now and prepare your welcoming party. Yeah, he shoots us down with prism flowers. I really hate him. Prism flowers, what are they? I have no idea, but it's probably a trap.
Ancient flower.
Do you know something?
Ancient countries had these flowers along their borders.
What kind of flowers are they? Astral asks so many questions. What kind of flowers are they? What do they do?
I can't remember.
Too bad. Well, we'll have to be careful. Thermus, grab the orb. I have a feeling this place is more than it seems to be. I feel like I'm playing Illusion of Gaia, where you also see the Nazca painting and you have to like search it. Like literally earlier, I was like, yeah, when do you go to the point where you have to like search everything and try to find how to get in there? But I'm thinking about Illusion of Gaia and not Shining Force 2. Is there loot at the end of one of these? I swear to God, I'm thinking of Illusion of Gaia. Because I know you go to the eye. Is there any loot on the map here? I'm getting my 16-bit RPGs messed up. Nick, did you start playing Shining Force 3 yesterday? Did your patching go well? A Nazca cannon. Can Chester use that? I'm sorry, can May use that? Please, yes. Oh, 10 defense too. Wait. Yeah. 10 defense and +4 attack. I love that. Illusion of Gaia will forever want me to visit the Angkor Wat. I gotta do this trip sometime in the near future. I think Angkor Wat looks like one of the coolest places ever. I patched and tested them but didn't play them. Okay. That's a start. As I said before, I really like the way that Shining Force 3 starts. In that you have basically your core of party members. You have like your basic... You have your hero, the dwarf, the centaur, the mage, and the priest. Like, you have your basic 5 guys you always want in a Shining Force game, and then you soon afterwards start to get some other good characters. Like, you get an archer on, like, after the first few battles. You get, like... Maybe you get the dwarf after. But I think you have I think you start with 4 or 5. Just, like, knight, hero, priest, and mage. I think is the 4 you start with. And then soon afterwards, you get, like, you start to get the other ones. Pretty great. On that little incident, I tried to improve my cannon. I'm sorry about that wall. Those who are truly strong like me don't need weapons. Okay, so what are we doing here? We have no dudes. Okay, so to get to Creed, you have to land... How does this work? To get to Creed, you have to wait till you land on Grand's Island and then use the teleporters to get back, right? I don't go now, do I? Phoenix don't need a priest. We can revive ourselves. Thermus, take it easy. Okay, they all say the same stuff as before. I love that Nazca cannon, though. That's great. Jaro, lol. What's Screech say?
I may be young, but Peter told me you weren't any older when you began your adventure.
I mean, I think you're like a year old, buddy. Okay.
You can start the ship by placing the sky orb into the cockpit.
This is such a cool design. Return to Grand's. Oh, he said the line! Thermus fit the sky orb into the cockpit. Now we get Sheila. Unfortunately, can't do upscaling or anti-aliasing in Beetle. The Jaggies are very noticeable. Is there another core that you can do the upscaling or the anti-aliasing? Yesterday I was going down a rabbit hole before bed because I couldn't find a group from Maraudon in World of Warcraft Classic. I was going down a rabbit hole of whether there are any ROM hacks for Xenogears. but it's really hard to find one. Like there's like one called Perfect Works, but it's like at version 0.54 or something like that. They've only been doing it for like a year and a bit, and a lot of people still think there's like major problems. And a lot of people, and myself included, don't really like the way they're doing the script. So it looks like PlayStation games less frequently have like rebalanced modernization ROM hacks. I don't really mind playing Xenogears vanilla. I guess I might use a texture pack. Whatever. Wow, the ship is vibrating. What's going on?
Don't worry.
But wow. This is such a cool part of the game. It's floating. This big ship is floating. This is a very unrobot-like line. Have you been giving Peter that geeky voice all game? Yeah. It's my attempt at the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz. I tried to give him a normal voice after he got promoted, but then I realized he still looks like an idiot, so I decided to make him sound like an idiot. Well, first they tore my arms off, and they threw them over there. Then they tore my legs off, and they threw them over there. I've never experienced anything like this in all my life. Amazing. I wish I knew how to do an Ian McKellen voice. I just don't know what Ian McKellen sounds like. It's like deeper and like theater actor and like Shakespeare. I'm not capable of it. Okay, now we'll head to Grand's Island. Oh, we're flying. The agents were greater than we thought. One of the best things about the, from the diaphragm, I gotta work on it. I don't like Zink's lines. Zink sounds not robotic enough. He sounds like mysterious and like ancient and like mystical in the previous thing. He's kind of talking like a dude here. Oh, thank you very much. Maybe I'm just putting in my head who I think he should be like. One of the best things with the Game Awards, Trevor, were that Waldorf and whatever, the two Muppets who are like the theater critics and the two old guys on the stage, would occasionally show up in the balcony and make fun of Jeff Keighley. That was one of the best parts of the Game Awards. Just, he preempted all the criticisms of himself and had Waldorf and Statler make fun of him. The Muppets are so godlike. Yeah, Bowsai might be able to do both. Haven't tried. Okay. Good call. Jeff Keighley's the, apparently he's Canadian, but he's like a former games journalist who founded the Games Awards. And the Game Awards were Thursday. And they've become a very, very large event. They're like 25% end of year best game type awards and 75% like trailers and reveals for new games coming up. And like Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo kind of keep their cards pretty close to the chest, so they don't give them very many things, but it's a ton of reveals for like AA games and some AAA games. And it's like a 3-hour award show. And it culminates with the Game of the Year award. And Astrobot won this year. Baldur's Gate 3 won last year. Elden Ring won 2021. I think It Takes Two or something won 2022 or whatever that one is. But Astrobot apparently is like just super fun and really, really fun. Like really enjoyable. And so the finalists this year were Balatro, Astrobot, Metaphor Refantasio, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and the Elden Ring DLC. It was the first time they allowed a DLC to be the Game of the Year.
Is the Nazca ship already in sight?
Oh, we can finally see Xeon's face.
Yes, sir. We have spotted them. They'll be passing over the Cape soon. Fools, they are bringing the Jewel of Evil back to me.
I love Xeon's art. It's so amazing. They're stronger than we thought. I think we should avoid direct confrontation.
Speak.
We should shoot them down over the Cape with our prism flowers.
Fine. Just bring me the jewel.
Yes, sir. May I use Oddeye for this mission?
He's still injured from his battle against Volcanon. Take Red Baron instead.
Gray Skies, did you do any recoloring on the Xeon profile pic? Or is that always the way it looked? It seems like a little brighter.
Thank you, sir. They'll be passing over the Cape soon. Go! Yes, sir.
That Gashp, he's always scheming something.
I couldn't care less.
Apologies, King Xeon. I'm afraid Gashp can't stop Thermos's advance.
You really think so?
Thermos has both the jewels of sealing. We must never underestimate him.
You shall see. For now, let them come.
Vanilla.
Finish the preparations before the Nazca ship flies over the Cape. How are the prism flowers? They're ready. Excellent. Now come on, Grand Seal losers. The prism flowers are waiting for you.
There's Grand's Island.
All right. We finally come home.
We're returning to Grand's. I was hoping to hear about Elder Scrolls 6, but they're too focused on pushing Indiana Jones. Yeah, are you like Nick? Are you getting ramped up to be disappointed? Is that what you said?
I see the Nazca ship. Everybody, get ready. What's that? I saw a flash of light over there.
I didn't see it. You must be seeing things because you're so old.
Someday, Peter. Someday.
Okay, I'm gonna risk YouTube canceling my stream. I'm gonna cry. I can't watch this scene. I'm gonna cry.
You fell through fire and water. From the lowest dungeon to the highest peak, I fought him, the Baron of Morgoth.
Through fire.
Until at last I threw down my enemy and smote his ruin upon the mountainside.
That a boy? I'm getting verklempt.
Took me, and I strayed out of thought and time. The stars wheeled overhead, and every day was as long as a life age of the earth. But it was not the end. I felt life in me again. I've been sent back until my task is done. Gandalf? Yes. That was what they used to call me. Gandalf the Grey.
I'm getting chills.
That was my name.
I'm working on my Ian McKellen voice. I'm studying.
I am Gandalf the White. And I come back to you now. At the turn of the tide.
So good. Oh my god. So good.
Someday, Peter.
Imagine if Sean Connery had agreed to be Gandalf. Comedy Gandalf? God, Ian McKellen is so perfect for it, though.
Shoot them! Shoot her! Shoot her! I return to you now. At the turn of the tide. I did see something. Someday. I did see something.
Well, I didn't.
This could be bad. This could be bad.
Astral, Thermos, something is coming straight towards us.
What is it?
Oh, what was that? Lightning?
An attack from the ground. I can't control the ship. We've sustained damage to the engine. We might crash.
Crash? Guess trap. Damn.
I didn't want to crash. Is there nothing we could do?
Zink, can you land on the Cape before the ship crashes?
I'm not sure, comma, but I'll try.
Who's cooler, Zink or Adam?
Zink, right? Did you find the secret towns in this game? Did I find the secret towns in Sonic Shining Force 2? The only secret town I know is the Elf Village, where you use the dry stone to get the mithril plate, right? That's it, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Ouch. Hey, Zink, I like your wild driving. Where's Therastral? Oh, there he is. Therastral, are you okay? Thermos, come on.
Was it too wild?
Phew, we made it to Grant's Island. Gesh was probably coming for us. Evacuate the ship. Ugh, my old bones hurt. I guess you'll be scorned by Sarah again. Can't be helped. I'll go first.
This is one of the very rare times where people get new lines. What a ride.
Wow, that hurt. Wow, that hurt plenty.
Okay, not that many new lines. Okay, I take it back. Okay. I get it. We all get it. I can't talk to the caravan. I want to hear what the caravan has to say. I think there's a dwarven one too. Yeah. The dwarven one is just around the time you get the caravan. That's the dwarf village or whatever. No wait, the dwarf village is the one coming up here. The elfin village is the one before, where the secret where the secret battle is. That's like the infinite scaling battle.
What a terrible waste. We've lost an ancient treasure. Anyway, we have to go to Elk Valley.
Thomas, let's go. Okay, so before there's a battle, we go find the little monastery down here to the left. We're almost there. There it is. Now we get the sexy Sheila. There's also a bunch of loot here, if you walk carefully. Here's one. Found iron knuckles. Not important. Oops. Damn it. Where are the secret treats? Damn it. Damn it. Who's there? This is like, she was Astral's like student, right? Hey, I'm taking a bath here. It is hard. I don't know where it is. I wonder if she's insane. I wonder how good she is. I wonder if her like attack is like nuts.
Thomas, do you have no shame? Back.
Come on, I want to see the boobies. Wait, is that you, Sir Astral?
What? Who are you? You know me?
You know me. Yes, but please, turn around. Well, sorry. It's me, Sheila. I was a pupil of yours in Old Grandseal, preparing to become a cleric.
Sheila, I can't believe it.
Is that Thermos? You've become a man since I left. Are Sarah, Chester, and Jaha here too? I always liked playing with you.
They were sad when you and your family left Grandseal. We all missed you. How have you been since then? Where have you and your family been living?
In Galam until 1 year ago.
And how are you all?
Therastral, she's blushing. Put her to leave.
Give me a break, Peter. But I guess you're right. Sheila, what has happened since Grandseal's destruction?
Demons are roaming the lands. My fiancé was killed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And why did you come back to Grands? To reseal Xeon. I can't figure out the voice. I don't know what I'm doing. The King of the Devils?
Listen, Sheila, all the killings lately were caused by him. He will destroy the entire world. He must be stopped.
Have you heard of Red Baron?
No, who's he?
The man who killed my fiancée. He probably is a subordinate of Xeon. Is that our bathing suit in the middle? Okay, I've decided. Close your eyes. Whee! There it is. Sir Astro, please let me go with you. Classic anime babe.
We welcome you, but can you fight?
I've made my body into a weapon.
Where did you learn to do this? You're a priest.
I was, but now I'm a master monk.
We could always use another well-trained fighter.
Sheila has joined the force. Let's see how she stands up. Am I gonna go triple healer? No. Great, let's go. Many Golem soldiers in the west. We must be careful. Alright, let's give her those iron knuckles. Wait, I gotta give her the weapon. Scroll all the way to the top. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Oh, she already has them. Never mind. 82 is no joke, by the way. She's level 15. 61, 56, 82, 53, 48. Heal 3, boost 2, blast 2, and muddle 1. Those are very good stats. Wow, that's impressive. 61, 82, 53, 48. Okay, this is attack, defense, agility, 82, 53, 48. Okay, everyone's kind of passing her by, but that's crazy. She's really strong. Look at Slade. What an embarrassment. Even right now, she's better than Slade. Four more defense, 10 more HP, 11 more attack, 2 less move. She's got like the... She's like top 6 attack on the team. That's crazy. She's really good. Duly noted. Oh, Sheila, would you like a brief cameo on the Force? You're cordially invited to take the place of Slade, the totally underwhelming ninja. Is there another treat here, or is it just the one treat? There's only one, right? Wait. Wait. Oh. Alright. They all look like me. Pit beasts are horrible creatures. They will just resurrect if they are slain. What? Pit beasts are horrible creatures. They will just resurrect if they are slain. If you ever encounter one, run. Okay. Monks study the power of the mind. We train very hard. Don't approach my back. You will die. Where are you from? I used to be a priest. Do you need my help? Welcome. Your desire will be fulfilled. Alright. And so I still don't get zinc, huh? First save in a while. I'm glad there's been no like little monkey wrenches put in the gameplay. Shining Force 1 had more buggy periods. Okay. Save states. State slot. Save state. Cool Japanese character behind him. Ooh. Little brave apple for the boys? I don't really know who to use that on or who it's important with. I suppose naturally speaking you use it on casters. to get them closer to like whatever their new spell discoveries are. These are their futons where they sleep. Nothing up here. Okay. So that's it. Slade is cut. I never thought I would ever play a game of Shining Force 2 and cut Slade. I never thought it would happen. It's a sad moment. I might give her the Ostrich Pendant. Just flip things up a little bit. Does he have anything else? Slade had one of my angel wings. I should give this to someone else. Sad moment. And then I think I'm gonna try. This might be a mistake. I'm gonna give her the Ostrich Pendant. Probably a mistake. But it's still not the worst defense. It's still 7 above Freja. For whatever that's worth. Whatever that's worth. This is such a cool thing to slide into the ground. I can't believe it. Playing Shining Force 2 without Slade. Who would have guessed? You're still alive? Gasp. Unbelievable. You really are persistent. We'll never stop. We'll not die unless we destroy all of you. That's a pretty badass line. Thermus, kill him. We have to kill him now. I'm very sorry, but I have to go. I'm very sorry, but I have to go. Little pointy nose. He really looks like Ozzy from Chrono Trigger. Don't let them advance. Don't let them advance. Don't let them advance. He escaped again. Gashshore is a tricky devil. After him now. Okay. Triple healer. Oh, God. 2, 5, 8, 11, 13. A 13 versus 12. That's not fair. More them than me. Okay, let me reset my intra-computer sync. And away we go. So I suspect some worms are going to come sprouting out of the ground here. So where is the little... Where do I go in order to find, like, the teleport spots? I guess it's not in this map. We have a big open map now, though. Alright, well, time to trundle on ahead. See where this goes. I really think some wormies are going to show up around here. I'll scout ahead. Massive mistake. We have the Nazca cannon on May, which I'm very happy about. I still confess to, like, almost never use the land effect bonus. Like, ever. I almost never think about it. I usually maybe in the beginning of fights I do, but then by the end of it, I'm just like in the shit. Okay, I still have 3 buff items. I should just use them, but I can't figure out who to use them on. Power Water? Protect Milk? Bright Honey? Brave Apple? What if some worms are going to show up behind me? Yeah, totally. I can't, like, I can't undo the lessons of a lifetime. Or I haven't. I haven't retrained my neuroplasticity. Mist Demons are back. Oh god. 39 MP. Why is that? They have Gale 2. Gale is a huge range. And they have question mark attack. I suspect actually multiple of these units will have question mark attack. That guy's a 96. These guys are question mark. These guys are question mark. Purple Worm. Gross. Okay, so now people are really fucking smashing me. I feel like people are going to pop up behind me. This is such a weird initial cadence. This is like Shining Force 1 style, where you're just like spending the early turns like meandering around, getting. In this one, at least you're not getting stuck in the same amount of disgusting choke points they have in Shining Force 1. There's so many bottlenecks in that game. Abominable. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right, who's gonna pop up in the background? Thing is, the enemies also benefit from the land effect. That's what made some Devil Soldiers so extra tanky. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so who's charging me? That guy is. I'm gonna hang on the water. What do I do here? Gotta wait for Jaha, obviously. Every time the camera scrolls, I'm like, alright, what worm is showing up here? Alright, big guy, start sprinting. Let's get some momentum on that. Let's get some momentum on that Berserker. It'd be funny if there's like a mechanic in a game like this. There's probably some tactic game that have this, where some characters who are very, very heavy with slow move, if they do a full move every turn, their move, as long as they keep using full move per turn, their move goes up by 1 every turn. So they're sort of like barreling forward, like bull style with momentum. Okay, these guys are charging me. He's gonna take 2 more turns to reach me. Depending on my movement, obviously. I'm scouting. This is weird. It's a bit rude, I think. I simply do not trust that this is the totality of the enemies that I'll be facing. Alright, Nazca Cannon, let's see it. Oh, he's on one of the 30% tiles. What a dick. Even not only considering the land effect tile you're on, but also considering the land effect tile you're luring your enemies onto. These are like advanced big brain strats. Pew! Thing is, I don't even really need to heal the hero. He's just gonna heal by 4 every turn. Bloop, 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 bloop. I feel like there's no one here. I'm fighting one guy. I don't even need to use boost or anything. Just hit him. This is a weird start. I have no faith this is the totality of the enemies I'm going to fight. Who's spreading out to molest me this time? Sprouting. I mean, not spreading. This guy's tanky, though. He's got his feet firmly ensconced in the beach sand. I'm not using mana on this guy. How many worms are popping out of the soil? He's gonna attack again soon. I think I should just kill him with Thermos. I think I'm about to take an extra hit here. Nope. Alright, Geralt. Arr. Good job, Wolverine. 37 XP. Are worms coming out? Are worms going to come out of the desert soil? What's this guy's move? 6? 5. I wonder if they have an ice spell? No, that's Shining Force 1. What do the Chaos Wizards have? Are those guys new, or are those the old ones? Blaze 4. These guys are new. Oh, I have a Wish Rod. Who has that? Wish Staff. Peter's got it. Okay, I gotta remember that. Oh god, he's coming right for me. Not bad. What does a Wish Staff do? Okay, hold on. Who's Chester gonna be vulnerable to if he goes there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna be vulnerable to that guy. Whatever, fuck it. Wish I'd given him boost. No, I'm gonna put the tankier guys in range of both those guys. This is a good battle to have more archers, because a lot of these guys are flying. Do you have boost? Do I heal Jaha for like a tiny bit? No, but I will use boost on Luke. Luke is a pretty common target. So what is the wish staff? Like, who should I give this to? What does it do? Do you mind me asking that? Okay, I'll be right back. And I'll talk to you later. Okay, Wish Staff is heal 2 when used. Who would I give that to? I guess I give that to, obviously, Karna? But she still has the Guardian Staff, right? He is the Ender Staff. Is there any reason not to give him? I guess I'll try to equip that next turn. Let's see how hard this guy hits me. Boom, 12. Okay. So now this is basically like a tower defense, where you wedge your guys up in the front. I'm gonna fight the Griffins here first, because he's already damaged. Hopefully I don't miss too many shots. Our damage is not that high right now. Come on, Nazca Cannon. Blast this boy out of the skies. Love it. 23. I was hoping for 24, but we're pretty close. Okay, now this is just like they're like spamming me. It's kind of cool. A slow early point and then basically like a headlong blitzkrieg. Normally what I do to them, they're doing to me. It's kind of fun. I still think there's going to be things coming out of the sky. How much does he heal? How much damage does he take? I have to heal him, I think. How much is he missing? Missing 33. Okay. Hold on, I gotta equip my weapon. There's no difference in this. Okay. Hurry up, go over there. Okay, alright. I could have backed up for this. I think Aura 2 would have been just a simple 5-person cross, so this is the lowest spell I can do. That'll do for now. It's only healing 2 people. So now we have to basically just like smash who's ever in front of you. I'm a little worried about that guy coming for me, because I don't want to die to the blast. I would have actually died to the blast. Is there any more coming after this? There's 4 guys immediately here, and more coming. The worry is Andy getting hit by the... The worry is Andy getting hit by the Blaze 3. Nice hit. Wow, he's so strong now. Andy hit 49. There you go. I don't love using him here, but we're gonna do it. He still has boost on him. 99 health on the Wormies. Oh my god, Luke! The 40 crit! No one is healing, so I'm gonna boost Peter. Can I reach Chester? No. I'm gonna boost Peter. I don't really see the point of using Blast. I just don't think... I mean, right now I have 3 people who have healing spells. But to me, Blast is not high enough damage to ever feel like it's something you should do as opposed to healing your party members. Do these guys have any element? Purple Worm. I'm going to try Apollo. I wonder whether this is a mistake compared to Neptune. 28, so full damage. Maybe even increased damage, I'm not sure. We're getting a bit inefficient in our angles here. Hopefully we can take out the other purple worm. The boost force continues. This is Gale. I have a funny feeling that Andy is about to die to a Blaze 3 from that Dragonute. If I go here, I'm not sure he can reach him. But strategically, it's better to finish this guy here. But I don't want him to kill Andy. I don't have a heal on this guy. I really much do not want to use a healing water for 16 health. But I might have to. Injuring will work here. I still haven't seen this crack. Shouldn't have said that. Okay, so this is slightly scary. Oh, Geralt, looking good, buddy. Okay, so we're getting a little. We're a bit slow in parsing through all these fighters. HP by 2, attack by 1, defense by 3, agility by 1. A vintage Yaha level. Okay, he probably should take less than 20 for this. 16. He's just only slightly less tanky than Kiwi. Incredible. Okay, so take your further range and start dealing with these guys, I think. I don't think this guy is the best good target because I might miss my shots. But Peter is just so monstrous right now. Okay, I think I just do a fat aura here. I'm gonna do aura 2 still. This is still effective. It's fine. Mika, my man. What's new with you? Okay. Good heal. These are feeling maybe better than Karna's ability. Karna's feeling like boost is feeling more important to her now. HP by 2, MP by 2, attack by 1, defense by 1, agility by 1, or increases to 4. Wow. Aura 4 is a heal on everybody, I believe, and I think it's for the full 40. Okay, let's get in the mix here. Next goal is this guy. Oh, God. 11. Absolutely unlucky. Yeah. It feels like Christmas has been on my mind. I guess because I live with my girlfriend now. Christmas has been like on my mind more than it has been in previous years. Like I've thought about it earlier. But still, like 10 days away feels like 10 days away. It feels like a bit odd. I exercised today as well. I did a leg day. Did you do more like outdoorsy cardio stuff or did you weight lift? Oh. Okay, so we're too slow in taking out all these guys. Not gonna do anything here. There's nothing to do. We can boost more people. Seems superfluous. Gonna swing back and try to focus on this guy. The problem with that is someone else could take this spot. So we're gonna try to hammer this Mist Demon still, or in the Dragon Newt here. Have you got all your gifts for all your family members? I have not. 2 hours of cycling, 1 hour of weight stuff. Holy shit. He's going all in. Okay, so I'm gonna try Neptune on this guy. No, I'm gonna do Apollo again. I don't want Neptune to get like reduced damage. Maybe they have no damage. Purple Worm though, it feels like icy. I'm gonna use Neptune on this guy. This feels wasteful, I think. I don't know. Nice. Okay. This should do good damage. Hopefully he's weak to it. 31. I think that's standard. Okay, so we are not, as I said, getting through these guys adequately. So I'm worried about Luke getting 2-shot here. These guys have very high attack. 37. Even through boost, that does over 50% of his health. Holy shit. Alright. 35 to him. Both these guys are boosted, which is really, really nice. Otherwise, this would be much worse. Weight stuff is not really lifting, but I need to improve my core strength. I have very unbalanced muscles. Do you think it's because you do too much of one thing and not enough other stuff? What do you mean? Okay, we are doing this badly. I gotta tighten up here a little bit. Core strength is one of those things that, like, apparently guys have very good, like, core power and, like, explosive strength, but worse. What heal did she have? 3? I'm gonna try to get Chester here. Guys apparently have, like, worse core stability but better core, like, power. Can I do any damage to anyone? I can't. Unless I do a fat blast here. Blast 2. Worthless, right? I can't hit anyone. I was doing very unspecific things, a lot like always cycling, hiking, rowing, or lifting some weights. I mean, that's like a pretty broad variety of stuff to do, right? 4 different activities is like, seems adequate, don't you think? I don't know what to do here. Blast is ineffective. I'm just gonna boost somebody. Yeah. That to me is always like the area with like noticeable like sort of inflammation or like tenderness. Okay, I'm now going to get in the mix of this guys and hit all of them with Bolt 2 because I got a really good one here. There you go. Now this is a move. I noticed that my general lack of strength years ago when I was doing draft military service. Hopefully I just get 1 kill, so it's not total overkill. But this is really, really, really effective overall. Nice. Good job, buddy. Skin level 17. HP by 2, MP by 1, attack by 1, defense by 1, agility by 1. I think that was like the first person to level 17. The game maxes out at 30, so I'm wondering how far I'll actually be able to get into this. Okay, try to continue to kill people is in sequential order. Cannot keep up with strength, but his endurance is very good. What's like your body type? Like mesomorph? Like skinnier upper body? HP by 3, attack by 2, defense by 2, agility by 1. Insane level for Geralt. Literally the ideal Peter style level. Okay, these guys are still coming. So Chester might die here. No. Good save. So the Mist Demons have higher damage than the other guys. I can't reach anyone here, right? Okay, we gotta really keep it up. I'm gonna heal him with the healing water. And then hopefully Freyja can get a big aura across everybody. So this is turning into like a real slammer. These guys are coming for me, man. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. I need a really big... I think we do Aura 3 across the whole team here. Should be good. I mean, if you're like at least in like passable above average strength, those things are like largely genetic, I think. And just like how much practice you've gotten. People who played sports their entire lives, it's amazing how much like more resourceful they are. Like literally resourceful. Okay, I'm gonna stand here. Okay, well, this would be a great battle to have a wizard, which I don't. Should I try to fight this guy? This guy's lower. Good attack. One more attack on the Mist Demon. He's stunned, which is helpful. HP by 1, attack by 2, defense by 2. His levels are not as good as other people's, I gotta say. Geez, so we're kind of getting bottlenecked here. So this is a good kill, even if the guy is stunned. Yeah, it's hard, the hard thing to do. The hard thing to figure out with exercise is how much to double down on your strengths or how much to try to supplement your weakness and rely on your strengths. You know what I mean? Part of that is functional and part of that is like aesthetic. Like I know that like aesthetically, I need to do a lot of leg work and I need to do a lot of like chest work because I've got, I don't know, just like chest and shoulder work basically. But you kind of like wonder whether you should be really good at the things you're good at just to like improve your overall like performance, or whether you're like, these are my weak points, I only work on my weak points because the other things are already ahead. That's a hard thing to figure out. Okay, this should get this guy down pretty low. 31, good job. This would be, again, like, maybe the best battle so far for having a wizard. One of these bolt spells would have been just insane. By hand weights, do you mean, like, dumbbells? Over time, I've like, really generally started to, like, prefer dumbbells, or, like, what you call hand weights, I assume, for, like, nearly every single one of the activities that I used to really like a barbell. Then years later, I was dragging to some free yoga Pilates thing. There's some other long-haired dude who's, like, walking his legs and his feet in the air. Yeah. I sometimes, I've been to some, like, power yoga classes recently, and there's always, like, a tall, lanky, long-haired guy who's just, like, superhuman at it. Not that much muscle, but, like, so flexible. Generally speaking, nearly every single activity where I used to like using a barbell, I now prefer to use dumbbells for. Namely, like bench press. I like using plate loaded machines or barbells. Same with shoulder stuff. I really prefer to use dumbbells as well. A lot of people apparently get injuries from like barbell bench press. There's something about how it affects your shoulder. Yeah. What do you think the good things are for lower back? I know there's some activities, like some exercises that are very effective for it. Like 180-degree hyperextensions are very good. Lower back feels like one of those mobility things, more than like a muscle development thing. Yeah, planks. The hardest activity in the world to do if you're impatient. If you're not someone who can do long stretches, you're probably not someone who will want to do planks as well. Who needs heals? Nobody. We're in pretty good shape here. Okay, hang back. Another worm coming. He's being very slow. Okay, touch these boys up. Another total waste of a turn because of the flame breath. I wonder how many more levels he would have if I used flame breath less often. Okay, I'm not going to put Luke here because Luke is squishy. This is the kind of circumstance where if a guy hangs out on the desert, she's so useless right now. It's an interesting trend where if the melee unit's on the desert and you fly over them, that means you're getting 0 land effect and they're getting 30% land effect. It's actually very, very risky for Luke to do. I could have maybe healed him with boost. I could have maybe boosted on him. HP by 2, MP by 2, defense by 1, agility by 1, blast increases to 4, right? Nice. Okay, so I still can't reach anyone here. Oh, I can. Nice. Thermos has been a little out of the mix here. Okay. I feel like I got boost for like nearly no time there at all. Like I think that might have been 2 turns total. Okay, there you go. Do you like many winter sports? Are you mostly like an indoor guy? This is the time of year where like most of the winter sports that you do require a fair amount of like equipment and prior planning. And to me that's just not something that like I take to very easily. I'm not going to use a magic spell on this guy because it's wasteful, because that guy's already totally surrounded and not in any trouble. I will use boost here on Geralt. What's Jaha's health like? Okay, the triple healer is a little excessive right now, I gotta say. Yeah, my girlfriend's a huge cross-country skiing fan, and she's loving the weather lately. And she really wants to get out with her friends doing it. But things like hockey and snowshoeing and stuff like that, it's just never, like, it's not something I've ever really had, or even skiing and snowboarding, it's not things that I've ever really had much experience doing. I'm more of like a hiker, and then like try to put on weight at the gym during the winter. And then during the summer, I try to get out as much as I can. Just kind of more the way I prefer it. I love like being out in nature though. Being out in the woods during the winter is like just so beautiful. This guy's gonna hit real hard here. 13 on Jaha. Okay. Go smoke this guy as well. HP by 3, MP by 1, attack by 2, defense by 2, agility by 1, P-Wing increased level 3. So Peter is now the highest level character in the game, I think. But everyone's levels are getting pretty good right now. And the party, I guess this is sort of an easy battle, but this is feeling like pretty manageable right now. I mean, but I've been really, really, really lucky and or smart with like boosting the people I know are up ahead of everybody else. If this works, for heal 2, let's do that. Oh. Stuff like downhill, some stuff like downhill skiing and snowboarding is also something that takes a fair amount of like upkeep and stuff to do, and is like, I think widely considered like one of the most, whoa, we got that 27 damage, one of like the most fun activities to do, but also has some injury risks, I think, as people get older. Like I was listening to the All In podcast, and all those guys are like in their late 40s or 50s, and he's like, yeah, like everyone I know who skis has had like a knee replacement at some point. Yeah, here comes what I was expecting, which is dudes coming out of the mud. So this is where the battle turns to just insanity. How many more? Any more? Okay, so now this turns into the classic brawl that every one of these battles has turned into, where just from now on things are just chaos. And I hope I still have enough resources to get through this. I should. But this is where we lose some guys for sure. Oof, rough. If he loses boost here, he might get one shot. Yeah, that's true. No, 9 points of poison damage. Oh my god. Okay, so who needs healing? He does. Does Jaha need healing? Yeah, they all get hit with the boost, right? Okay, so we gotta do big aura here. Does she? What aura level does she have? Only 1. Oh. Okay, so I don't like putting her here. I'm gonna choose this guy. So have you found places that you have you found places that's like somewhat nearby where you can get some good skiing in? This is Blaze 4. He might be dead here. Oh my sweet lord. Okay, so this battle just got so much harder. Okay, so kill as many guys as you can. Can't reach that guy. Just try to tag the guys in front of you. I think this battle might be doomed. We haven't lost anyone yet, but this is a ton of guys. So who do I hit? I try to hit people who I do the most damage to. That's not the Mudmen. If I go back here, I'm going to die. Can't reach that worm who could be finished off, right? So I just kind of just like try to focus on the guys in front of you. What makes the cross-country skiing especially good is if you bring a rifle and turn it into a biathlon. That's the real trick. Do I use a healing seed on myself? Maybe just go here and kill this guy. And someone else can do it. We have 3 healers. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Jaha's attack is falling behind a little bit. Heal him to full. Or as close as you can. There you go. One thing I noticed is that last year was the first year that last year was the first year in terms of like these last 3 years where I've gone to the gym regularly, where I was back in Canada. Well, I was in Vancouver before. Vancouver hardly counts as Canada. It's very, very warm and sunnier. And if I compare my time at the gym 2 years ago in British Columbia compared to my time in the gym now, last winter in like a more northern place, I really, really noticed how much less energy I had. And like each morning was a little bit harder to get up compared to when I lived in like a brighter, sunnier climate. And to me, a lot of that probably was getting a little bit less walking, but just largely speaking, like less vitamin D. And just the way that it so clearly showed how much less energy you get with a lot less sunlight. That's the way I interpreted it. Okay, we're a little spread out here. Peter's not getting much XP from those guys, so we're a little over leveled on some of our guys. So now Chester's probably gonna die here. No, he's still alive. Wonderful. Okay, he might. He's a little bit of trouble. So for now, who else needs healing? You do. So I'm gonna use the Wish Staff again. Heal him up. So I expect that same thing this year. I'm still going to try to walk a bunch. The gym's about a 20-25 minute walk away, which is really to me like a perfect amount of time to get your daily steps in and make it to the gym without it taking too much time. We'll have to see. Okay, this battle is a little spooky. This guy hitting me is fine. Unless it debuffs me or like confuses me or something. It does confuse me. Wow, that's really bad. Okay, so that's very scary. Because he does a ton of damage. He's going to punch Karna. This is going to do at least 45 damage. 43. Okay, so we are definitely in the shit right now. And I think we have to clear the whole map. Oh god. Shit, please do the belch. Nice dodge. It really, really does seem like people dodge your attacks more if you're attacking your own team. Okay, so we have to focus targets here. This guy's got a very big AoE, which is coming my way pretty soon. Critically for 29. He's 10. The COVID stuff really hurt my exercise, even though there was barely any real lockdown policies. It took a while to get where I was at before, also 5 years ago, so you have to act that in. Yeah. For, I think for some people, like, was like a renaissance, because you could get a lot more time to work out and then you could get before. But for me, it was like the first time that I actually got to start doing stuff. Okay, so I'm losing 45 myself. Anyone else in trouble? A little worried about Jaha. Chester's at 3. I'm gonna run over here and heal Chester. I guess if like things are really, really limited, it's just hard to be kind of like imaginative. Like you're like, okay, well, we're not supposed to do as much stuff, so I guess I'll do less. I wish, like, generally speaking, we had like all clued into how much we should have just been like going outdoors a lot more. But it was a weird kind of like social shaming going on a little bit in terms of outdoors activity for the first like 6 odd months. Okay, Geralt really, really clutch there. HP by 2, attack by 2, defense by 2, agility by 1. Great level for him. Okay, so we have a ton of mud men to deal with. I'm a little worried about this guy because Blaze 4 seems like a prohibitively powerful spell. So when do you think you were like the most fit you ever were? Okay, I have to keep on these guys that I'm close to, so I can stay near healing. Oh, the 9 points of poison damage. Okay, so I can't reach anyone except this guy, so I'm gonna run over here and hit this guy with Apollo. Like, outside of being like, I don't know, 17 to 18, this is probably like the best shape I've been ever, I guess. To some degree, I'm probably a little bit too heavy. But like in terms of like overall activity and consistency of exercise, getting good sweat, things like that, the COVID period has been sort of my renaissance. Okay, I can't reach anyone here, so I heal myself. Who do I heal? I think I heal Luke. Luke has the best chance to survive at 40. Right at 25. I gotta figure out what to do with my backline. My healer's gotta get involved here. Do they fight people or do they heal people? I think they heal people. Who needs to heal the most? Chester. There's 3 healers working overtime here. Did I play the Resident Evil 4 remake? I have never played a Resident Evil game except for Resident Evil 1. Actually, I might have played Resident Evil 2. But the answer is no. I'm going to keep her back and keep firing away. We got to just plug through all these guys. Yeah, so I've played the original... I've played the first 2 Resident Evils, and those are the ones I've ever played. They just weren't really on my radar. The last couple of years, they've been on my radar a little bit. What do I do here with my 5 mana? Who needs a heal? It's him. It seems like Resident Evil 4... Isn't Resident Evil 4 considered like one of the best ones? It seems to like be really, really like positively thought of. Then perhaps at 20 sometime after the conscription thing, as some sports injuries don't enter there, and the food's not great, so after that. How long is your conscription in your country? You live in Sweden? I forget. If you have conscription, that's probably not Sweden, is it? 76 for heavy. 6 months to 1 year. Is that Finland? I don't know which countries I don't know which Nordic countries have mandatory conscription. Okay, so this battle's getting a little chaotic. Nick, do you think Resident Evil 1 and 2 are the best two, or are they your favorite two? Oh god, he's still confused. He's still hammering my team. Maybe I should use an antidote on this guy. Shit. Please have this confusion over with. And he's fine. Okay, good. So this battle is still a little dicey. Oh, he's not telling me, is he? Okay, okay, Mika, keep your secrets. I think you told me this before, I just don't remember. Doesn't want to dox himself, I guess. All of them except Denmark, but the intake varies? Okay. Okay, so this guy's continuing to use Blaze 4, right? Oh my sweet god. 50 damage. Okay, this battle might... The longer this Chaos Wizard lives, the worse this goes. So I have to immediately turn to killing him. Wait, hold on. Okay, kill him with Dao. Actually, I don't know if Dao will kill him. That guy's not isolated, though. Okay, so just see if you can kill him. Yeah. Okay, they did kill him. 23, thank god. Okay, this Chaos Wizard is really scary. He's killed a lot of people so far. This battle is getting harder. Okay, so just all in this guy, and hopefully we can help. I really slacked on not... I really should have isolated the fact that this guy was, like, by far the biggest threat. That spell's doing, like, 40 to 50 damage. Jesus Christ. And he's pretty tanky. Oh my god. I might lose this. Okay, I think we're probably good. I have too many healers, and they're not doing enough in the back line. How much does he have left? He's 11 health. This is the best blast I can do. Fine, this will be good. My personal favorite would be 7 with his first person view and excellent DLCs. Oh, it didn't kill him. Fuck. This spell sucks. 38 XP. Nice. Yeah, I mean, like... I imagine that conscription would like tell you very effectively like how you stack up versus other people. Okay, this is getting really scary. Okay, finish this guy off. So how many guys are left? I think there's 2 or 3 Mudmen and the Bow Rider. I've still got my backliners. HP by 2, defense by 1, agility by 1. Very bad level for her because there's no attack. May's also kind of falling off. So 3 Mudmen. 2 Mudmen and a Bow Rider. Okay, this is not bad. This guy should survive this. Good. Who do I heal? He's back and better than ever. Gray Skies, I almost learned a very bad lesson here. I knew there was gonna be something I knew there was something that was gonna pop out of the desert, but it's a lot of Mudmen. But the main issue I did is that I didn't. I should be getting through this, but the main issue is that I didn't adequately identify that the Chaos Wizard is like far and away the biggest threat here. So I kind of like let him. I kind of like just killed who I wanted to kill, and then until I realized that like the Chaos Wizard was killing like 1 to 2 people every single turn. So now we're starting to level out a little bit. How much health does this Mudman have? Okay, so punch this Bow Rider. You can see farm people are super strong, though sometimes the cardio is lacking. Yeah, I bet they're like overall muscular endurance for like long days of work is like just insane. Yeah, I remember that. I remembered something about this battle. People popped up out of the mud. Okay, I think I heal myself here. Yeah. He did like, he hit 2 people and it was like 90 total damage. It was crazy. He was hitting 1 person at a time and I was like, oh, that's pretty bad. I was like, hold on a second. This is hitting multiple people. I knew that, but I needed to like experience it before it really sank in that he just did like 90 damage to those 2 guys. It was unbelievable. And so then there was a desperate sprint to kill the Chaos Wizard, who was actually pretty tanky. But the rest of the battle felt pretty manageable. Like, my frontliners are pretty strong right now. Resident Evil 7, Nick, seemed to be one where it was like the first one that became really, really popular in a while, I think. Like, I hadn't been paying attention to the Resident Evil games, but like, it really seems like a lot of people really like them. But 7 seemed to be the one where like, it started getting more and more attention. Okay, Thermos is not in a good position right now. Am I gonna get stunned? No? Okay. Okay. Peter is just becoming like by far the most powerful guy. Jesus. This is the Peter of vanilla. Andy was confused and chasing Karna around, attacking Karna. Luckily, she missed the first shot, but then she did not dodge the second one. Okay, these guys are kind of worthless. I guess I can just smack him. We don't have that many melees left. I'm sure he's not going to crowd people up. Arr. Okay, who's the healing priority? Geralt and Thermos, right? It's not low enough to worry me, but I still will heal him. Because I can't let him die. Yeah. He chased her around, specifically targeting Karna 2 turns in a row. She dodged the first one. And then once he killed her, he came to his senses, and now he's back on the team. We have 3 healers. They've been kind of stuck at the back, which has been, I don't know, reasonably ineffective. But Sarah gets to stretch her legs a little bit. Karna is the one who like mostly suffered because Freya was just spamming aura early. And so Karna didn't have a whole lot to do. So now she's really the only one who has like a substantial mana pool left, whereas Sheila and Freya have used it all. It brought back the puzzles and was actually quite scary. Yeah, I remember. I would see like clips of it, and it's like, this is like really quite noticeable. That's the one with Lady like Dimitrescu, right? Like the very popular moment. Okay, they're still just hammering on Thermos, which I don't love. You stunned? Got a counterattack. I like that. I can't use my wish staff because it's distorted. So I'm gonna smack this guy. Take that. Okay, so we're mostly wrapped up here. Please don't use Flame Belch. Oh, well, it's probably about the same amount he did before. I think he'd probably do about 18. Arr. Arr. 1 XP, yikes. Level 8, the guys who are level 18 are, the guys who are level 18 are getting very limited experience right now. But there's only a couple of them. Oh, Sheila. You'll love to see it. Take it home, Thermos. Lady D's in part 8? Oh, okay. My bad. Peter, I can't let you get this level. I'm sorry. Please don't kill my main character. I might have really, if he attacks twice, okay, we're good. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Freya, give him a smack. Hit him twice and crit the second one for 2. His crit doesn't matter. Okay, hit 3 times. No, all right. All right. Oh, he can't reach. Kazan, this is good. There we go. Kazan does about 8. Boink. The lady who played the woman who played Lady D was HP by 2, MP by 3, attack by 1, defense by 2, agility by 1. The lady who plays Lady D was at the Game Awards on Thursday, and also played. I think she played a character in Baldur's Gate 3, right? Wasn't she like Lady? Wasn't she like the spawn? Wasn't she the ball mistress? With blood-soaked insane personality. Okay, so there's nothing on this map, right? Should I go? I'm gonna go back to the other place. I assume I have to go back to this place to respawn, to resurrect my guys. Laura Bailey. Tall and busty. This triple healer thing is pretty funny. She voiced Serana in Skyrim. I don't remember who Serana was. Thanks for having my lunch break. It's 2 o'clock. This is 3 battles so far, right? Chester is getting, like... Chester was poisoned in that fight? And he was taking 9 damage per turn. What a nightmare. Unbelievable. Absolutely insane how scary that was. Okay, so I'm going to take a brief lunch break. I'm not going to take much time, but I should take some time. And I'll be back soon.